today we're going to use pattern blocks and we're going to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. Very first off, we're going to start adding. So we're going to add 3/4 plus 2/3. So first off, we have to find our unit. And I used 2 yellow hexagons to equal 1 unit. Next, we have to find out what 3/4 of a unit is. So we find out that it is 3 red trapezoids because there are 4 in a unit. Next, we have to find 2/3 because we're adding that. And we find out that is 4 blue rhombuses because there's 6 in total in 1 unit. So together we have to take 3/4 and 2/3 and add them together. So we get 2 hexagons, a trapezoid, and a rhombus. So we know that this automatically is 1. So we automatically have 1. And then we have this, but we can take our little triangles and put it on there just to make it a little bit easier. We'll put those on there. And then we get 5 of those triangles. But our unit is 2, so we have to keep that in mind. So there's 6 in one and 6 in the other. So there's 12 altogether. So we have 5 of 12. So when we add 3/4 and 2/3, we get 1 and 5/12. So now we're going to be subtracting our fractions with pattern blocks. We're going to take 1 and 5/12 minus 5/6. First off, we need to find what our unit is. So I took 2 hexagons as my unit. So that equals 1. And now we need to find what 1 and 5/12 is. So automatically we have the 2 hexagons for 1. And then we use a trapezoid and a rhombus to equal 5/12. Next, we need to find out what 5/6 is. So we take a hexagon and 2 rhombuses to equal 5/6. Because there's a total of 6 rhombuses in an entire unit. Now we need to take away 5/6 from the 1 and 5/12. So automatically we get rid of our hexagon because we take this and take it away. And then we have to still take away 2 of our rhombuses. So I put these on here and those are taken away. And we are left with a trapezoid and 2 rhombuses, which can also be used with triangles, which can sometimes be easier. We'll put all these on there. So then we count our triangles. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we know we have 7 left over, but then we have to find what the total is. And so we know that there are 12 triangles in a unit. So we know we'll have to put 12. So our answer, 1 and 5/12 minus 5/6, has to be 7/12 because this is what we are left with. So now we are going to multiply fractions using our pattern blocks. So I'm going to use the example 1/4 times 2/3. So first off, again, we're going to have to find our base unit, which is a hexagon, which is 1. And now we need to find 2/3 because we need to find 1/4 of the 2/3. So our 2/3 has to be 2 rhombuses because there are 3 in total. So now I'm going to take our 2/3 and split it into 4s, which can be done with these triangle units. So now we need to find 1/4 of the 2/3. So we automatically know that 1/4 is 1/6. So we know that 1/4 times 2/3 has to equal 1/6 because that's 1/4 of 2/3. Now we're going to divide our fractions using pattern blocks. So we're going to do 5/6 divided by 1/3, which can be written as how many 1/3 are in 5/6. So to begin, we need to find our unit. And we know that our unit is going to be a hexagon, which is 1. And now we have to find 5/6. So we take 5 of our triangles because there are 6 in a unit, and we only need 5 of them. And now we need to find 1/3. So we take 1 blue rhombus because there's 3 in total in a unit. And now we need to see how many 1/3 are in 5/6. So we can take our rhombuses and we can put them in there. And we see that there's 1 1/3, 2 1/3, but then we run into a problem because we can't fit another 1/3 in there. But we know that 2 triangles can fit into a rhombus. So we know a triangle is automatically half. So we know that we have 2 1/2 of 1/3 that go into 5/6. So we know that 5/6 divided by 1/3 has to equal 2 1/2, because we saw how many times that our rhombuses fit into our 5/6. And that's the answer.